How we doing today, guys? Sam at Anglers with this week's fishing report for you guys. As you can see behind me, it's quite busy. It is Black Friday. If you guys want to stop on in and get some of the better deals of the year, this is definitely the time to do it. We're going to be doing this all the way through Sunday. But let's start talking about fishing. So let's start off with what I've been doing mostly up here in the creeks, in the Magothy, the Severn. You can also do this, especially on the Eastern Shore. Plenty of upper creeks on the Chesapeake and Chester that can provide great pickerel fishing this time of the year. Pickerel are fantastic fish to target, especially when it gets cold, because they really don't slow down as much as other fish do. While the water temp right now, where we have it in the high 50s into the early 60s, I'm still fishing a lot of lures for them. Small paddle tails, casting up towards shorelines, MEPs number 3, small spinners, stuff like that. As the water progresses further into the 50s and then eventually into the 40s, I do start using a lot more minnows. I can either fish those under a bobber, or I can cast and retrieve them on a small jig. A lot of different options there, but that is really great fishing this time of the year. You're really going to have your best numbers right now. You'll see some of your bigger fish late winter, early spring, but if you want to go out there and have a lot of fun and catch quite a few numbers of fish, this is the time to do it. You're also going to run into some yellow perch, especially if you're fishing up here on the Magothy or the Severn. Occasionally, you'll be fishing some lures for some pickerel, and you will run into some yellow perch. So that's a lot of fun too. As far as the other perch go, the white perch, most of them have moved out to deeper, hard bottom, 15 feet or greater. So if you have some of the oyster reefs and the rivers up here, those are great areas to target. But if you push out onto the main bay, look at areas like Pedickery's a classic spot. Find any of that hard bottom, Hackett's Point. Looking for those hard bottoms there. You can either jig some stink silvers or produce some of the bigger ones, or some GI jig rain minnows if you're looking to really catch some of your bigger perch of the year. However, if you just want to go out there and get some numbers and maybe fill up a box, classic Chesapeake sabiki, tip that with fish bites or whatever you have, and those are really on sale this week too if you want to stop in for those. Let's talk about rockfish. So rock fishing is becoming a little bit tougher up here in the northern portion of the bay. The middle bay though is really starting to heat up. Down towards the mouth of the Chesapeake and south has really been some great fishing. Whether you want to troll for them around some of the mouths of the rivers like the Chesapeake or going further south, that's a great option, but most folks are going to want to be chasing birds and casting to them with jigs and stuff. You're going to have to do a lot of moving around, but you're looking for big birds this time of the year. Those are going to have some of the bigger fish. We're seeing some sea lice on a lot of these fish, which is a good sign that these are bigger ocean fish. So look for those bigger birds. The bigger birds are going to show you that they're feeding on bigger baits. If you don't have any birds out there, bright blue skies, nothing wants to happen, look for your contours. Pull out navionics or some good mapping, and you can look for any of those big hard drop-offs in 20 to 40 feet of water. And a lot of times you're going to find some of those nicer 25 to 35 inch fish that we're seeing out there right now. So that's a good bet there. If you still are up here in the northern bay, we do have some of the smaller 18 to 24 inch class fish. Of course, the bridge is always going to have fish, so that's always a good option there. You want to cast some jigs. Great options there. Up towards the mouth of the Chester, they're still having some small schools of those smaller schooly 20 inch fish. So that's something you can get into up here as well as the mouth of Eastern Bay. So pretty good fishing on that front. The crabbing has basically fizzled out. That's basically done there. Thinking of anything else, I think that just about wraps it up. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend for Black Friday. Thanks.